Hello, calculus students, Math 181. I'm doing number 1 down here, and we did A and B. We're going to do C and D, which is looking at the second derivative. Now, the second derivative of this function, now I go up to the first derivative, or was it 4x cubed minus 12x squared? Take the second derivative, I get 12x squared. Take the second derivative, I get 24x. So I wrote 12x squared minus 24x. You set that equal to 0 and find the zeros. Factored out of 12x, and I get x equals 0 and x equal 2. Now, number line. Again, just like the first derivative, except for it's the second derivative. So I put the second derivative here. This time I just put the 12x squared minus 24x. And I'm going to test values. These are the zeros of that second derivative. I'm going to test values in between the zeros of that. And those intervals are from negative infinity to 0, 0 to 2, 2 to infinity. And I think I wrote that over here. No. What I did was I just said I'm going to test something over here. And I chose negative 1. Plugged it in there. I got positive 36, so that becomes positive. I plugged in a 1 into the second derivative. That's why I always label my number lines. And I got a negative 12. It doesn't matter what the value is. What matters is whether or not this is positive or negative. I put in 3 on that interval and got a positive 36. All right. So we were just looking at the signs, plus minus signs here. And this means concave up because we're dealing with the second derivative. This means concave down, and this means concave up. Okay. Now where there's a change of concavity, you have an inflection point. So right here is a point of inflection. I'll just put INFL for inflection there. And this one as well. That's also an inflection point. So, conclusion. F is concave up, so I just kind of start. It doesn't matter where you start. Concave up on negative infinity to 0. Also, which we just put union, 2 to infinity. F is concave down on 0 to 2. F has inflection points, 2 of them, at, now here's where you give the ordered pair, so x equals 0 and x equal 2. The y value is f of 0. Now f of 0 is going to be put back into the original function. If I put 0 in here, 0 to the 4th minus 4 to the 0 cubed is 0. And then this is f of 2. If I put 2 way back in here, 2 to the 4th minus 4 times 2 cubed, that gives me negative 16. And there you have part B of, actually, this would be part C and D. All right, I'll be back for the next function.